right. Wait, no, I got the perfect idea. I got this in the bag, dude. Give me a sec. So this. What is good, my dudes? What is good? This took far too long to make happen. Okay. Took far. Also, there's such a thin hood, it can see the seam line. That's a little less good. Anyways, how are you guys doing? How is your week? Also, I modified the mask to where I can actually speak through it. It's not all like pushed up against my shit in a weird way. So yeah. I have no idea how long we're gonna be able to pull this off. I feel like I'm gonna overheat, I'm gonna get discomfortable, and I'm gonna lose it. Okay, I'm gonna be out real fast. This is gonna be a short-lived little hot moment for people who were at the beginning of the stream. Everybody else, we're full sending and leaving it. Alright, we're not gonna probably hang in there for too long. But your boys got things to do, people to see. Also, I came to this spoofy island. Which honestly, it'd be such an amazing quest if it was voiced. But we got some fucking child sacrifice and everything on the up and up, so you know, it's a little rough. But anyways, also, my fucking mouth is... Always when we do this, I get my friggin... Just my beard hair. It's beard hair problems. Oh, also, I can barely see. Just to make sure, make some shit clear. I am basically blind. Okay? Oh, the thing did it. Let us go do things. I think Thomas needs this transcendence thing. So I think that's probably where I should best spend my points. For my boy. What's good, Chewy? Chewy says, I just wanted to say that you were a big help when I needed you in for videos and let it die. I've played the game when it came out, and I probably deleted the game 9 times. But I love you. Thank you so much, Chewy. I appreciate that a lot. I don't think I deserve it, but I appreciate the support, buddy. You got yourself up there. I did nothing. I did nothing there but just kind of scream with you as we made our way up the tower. Also, Lois Ticket says, hello, how are you? Also, please don't pass. Well, I will see how it goes. It could be a rough time. You get it. It could be a nightmare. We got the push-ups. Grin is now spooky. A little bit. Who knows? Ah, fuck. My depth perception is off by a lot. Is this transcendence? Everything looks like kind of blurred. Teaching. Nope, that's light actually. No, I wanted to go backwards and then up again. God damn it. Nanny says maybe I'll redeem now. Redeem water. Well, I won't be able to cash it in, so I'll just have to cash it in when I can. So it'll be AKA a waste. This is not. That's enlightenment. No, we want transcendence. That's not it either. This might be it. Is this it? That's light. What the fuck am I looking at? Oh no, this is transit. The one I thought was not it was it. That makes sense, honestly. That checks out. Transcendence. Here we go. Oh fuck, what should I pick? I'll pick oh god. I don't know. What are you guys doing? What are you guys picking? I'll play around ya. Lone Singer says, dang, Nana gave the man a chance to start this. Exactly. Exactly. Excessive and cruel. Oh, also, I was very tempted to not do. Nanny, you're the worst. Nanny just cashed a hydrate. Ugh. Also, that should pop up on the stream. Is it just taking forever? I gotta fix shit. Great. Again, gotta make sure shit's on the up and up. Yikes. Anyways, we got some of that. Let's do. Well, no, I'll do Bennett instead of that. Boom. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say some shit. Oh, I filmed a video that I love. I love it to bits. It is a lot, but it's not gonna come out today, but tomorrow. Because I always find the days I upload when I stream, the video itself is like too much because we already stream a lot, or people just prefer the streamer than the video, which sucks because it takes a lot to edit. But yeah, this is a video that took a slightly more time to edit. Honestly, it's not that bad, but still. Oh, I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna. You think I was, but I wasn't. I wasn't gonna do it. Whoosh, and one of these, and then why did I pick Eula? I guess that kind of works a little bit. Just looking a little rough a little bit. Do one of these. I'll wait to use my alt, and then make it all come undone. Here we go. Some of this. Some of this. And one more. Everybody died. Feels real bad. Oh, look at that. 2,000k. Easy peasy. Guys, I'm in a place where I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing. We got a character coming down the pipeline, alright? This video I made talking about that character, alright? But now I look at my character pool, and I got Eula, who's a fucking fantastic DPS, and I also have Hu Tao, and I'm planning on going for Thomas, which by proxy could get a little bit of, I could get one more Hu Tao if I'm lucky. And then I would just have like one of the best DPS. I have like two. At this point I have too many good DPSs, you know. And I mean, that's a shitty thing to say, but I just don't know what to invest in. You know, I don't know what the right play is. Like, should I just invest in any of them? Because right now I have Balls. Balls team is like support team heavy, but it works, you know. So I have that taken care of. But I'm wondering, like, should I invest more into Hu Tao and just call it good if I do happen to get another one? Or should I just say fuck it and just invest into what's it called? Because the character I absolutely want is the one guy what's his name? Itto. Is it absolutely Itto? So I want to get Itto real bad. So I'm kind of like, what should we do? You know. So it's like basically I'm trying to pick like, okay, well if I get Itto, then I have like another fucking DPS that I could use, and I'm like, this is just too much. Like nobody needs this many DPSs. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then it says it already popped up. Oh, I missed it entirely. Well, you can't blame me with that. I can barely see anything. Oh, also guys, I told you guys how I hanged out with family yesterday, and they all were a little bit sick, and I was like, we shouldn't do this, but it was my niece's birthday, and I'm not about to like fucking not show up for my niece's birthday. But what do you call it? The fucking everyone's sick basically, and we're there, and I feel like basically I just feel like I have a little scratch in my I have a cold, basically. I feel like I got sick. These fuckers got me, basically. My goddamn family. So, anyways, I mean, all in all, in order to get sick for your niece is not the worst outcome, I think. Oh my goodness. Ow. 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 I already got my alt to get alright because Ball is here, right? Ball is here, holding my head above water. Love to see it. Love to see it. I'll be honest, guys. I'm not sure how to hold the cashing in of the hydrates is gonna happen this time around. Also, every time I smile, my cheeks have to like hold up a weight because this mask is relatively heavy. So, yeah, yeah. What is good, Roger? Also, what is good, Fluff? I'm starting to say hi to everyone we came in. You gotta understand. I was just trying to make shit happen. Yeah. But Roger says, I would certainly recommend that when doubt sneak the conceal of our ab cake, got it, and they shall yield the answers. Roger's lost, ladies and gentlemen. Roger has went far too deep. I feel like she'll meet Sekedi there soon. Waiting for her husband, frankly. But I feel like that. I don't know. Because to me, I'm at the point where, like, I said this before. I've said this before. All right? I've said that, I don't give a shit if Yoimiya sucks ass. You know? So I don't want to say that about what's his name, but he's like the character that I'm most excited for, and is the character who I would just want to play and see on screen within reason. If he sucks ass and can't do any damage, then I'm like, fuck it, this is pointless, and I would be broken because it's like an Oni that's not a good DPS would be heartbreaking. But yeah, so I don't know. I feel like I'll just play it by ear. I feel like that's the best plan, even though I don't know. It feels a little like it seems like a little dicey still, you know. Flash says, I'd say if you have enough for both banners, get at least one Thomas and then go for Itto. Well, you see, the thing is, Fluff, I'm going to skip Albedo, and I think he's coming first. So I'm going to skip Albedo, and then I'm basically going to, I'm skipping two banners. So I skip Child, going to wish on Hu Tao, then I'm skipping that again. So if we look at my pool, I have almost 30,000, and I'm gonna skip Albedo's first run of the banner. So that's gonna increase. But my point is that I'm just gonna have a fuck ton of DPSs. With that being said, though, there hasn't been like another recall for like Kazuha or something. But yes. Anyways, I just feel like I'm like. The Primogem thing, I'm not exactly sure about. I'm just thinking it to myself. I'm like, I just have like 16 DPSs that all like require a heavy amount of investment. Like Hu Tao, gluttonous. Eula, absurdly gluttonous in terms of like their talents. Like every single talent priority is a nightmare, etc. Also, thank you for waiting, my friends. We're gonna do one of these. I almost died. That's the negative by Eula though. She just feels like she gets clapped real fucking hard. Attack, and then big boy attack. Fucking really? God damn it. I don't know what happened. I was standing in ice? Shouldn't that have been my ice? Oh no, because yeah, I guess that makes sense. Lone Syndicate says, Grin, I say go with Itto. You already take and you can only take on everything in the game anyway, unless you really want. Yeah, it's true. No, I gotta go for Thomas, because otherwise we're just sitting here like assholes, not doing anything, you know what I mean? I don't know, because at that point, like, if I also skip Thomas, I'll have like 40k by the time Itto comes here, and I don't want, Itto's constellations, albeit interesting, are not needed at all. At least it didn't seem like that to me. I haven't looked at Garu's constellations, though. Flap, have you? I imagine not. I imagine you want to be a little bit surprised, but... Yeah, I haven't looked at Garu's constellations, but I don't know. To me, I just don't know how they're going to patch the, like, he asked for 3 Geo characters. Maybe, possibly, who knows? My friend works at Xbox. That doesn't make any sense because, you know, Mahoya. But anyways. Yeah, man, I don't know. I just think, like, maybe they have to have something in his constellations that make him break shields, or else he is, like, literally helping you do nothing. Because you need elements to break shields in this game, you know? Nothing happened. Don't worry about it. Nothing took place. It's fine. Listen, man. Some people don't have eyes. All right, coming from me right now. All right, goddamn you. Malik says I got 35,000 damage with balls. Oh, really, man? Really? Is there supposed to be another 0 on there? You mean like 300,000 or 35,000? Because my ball hits for 100k. But yeah, no. But also I have to be in Bennett's alt. But I feel that. But also I did something to her. Anyways, that didn't sound great either, frankly. Ugh. Also, Nanny said something. I missed it in the game. You guys seen it? It's over there. Oh, Roger says, I am Itto Ab Sheila. Shill, no, an Av Shill makes sense. Even should he be unsound as a, well, yeah, you liked fucking Yoimiya, so, like, you made it work. With that being said, I think you constellation maxed her out, so that makes, yeah. So I don't know, it's a weird thing. Also, should I lower the brightness so that it doesn't just look like I'm Ugh. I think that's too much. I don't know if it changed anything. Frankly, I don't know. He should be understanding. The fact he is Geo shall break my purse. Yeah, I forgot you really like the Geo people. I like Geo too, for what it's worth. All the characters I like design-wise happen to be Geo. But I also think that's because they like Geo sucks in comparison to other elements. So they're like, how the fuck do we sell these units? And they're like, well, we can give them an unpenetrable shield. Okay, well, we could give them the ability to just fire out so much DPS to where like anything would die, frankly. And then we can make it a cute maid, waifu. All right, even though she kind of feels a little fucking nightmarish. Anyways, and yeah, honestly, it worked. It worked for them. Ugh. That son of a bitch healed. 286k, baby. Money. Oh, that's always been Eula, though. I've always had this unit, and I've just been like, but my Razor is the best. And frankly, I think, well, I don't know. It's a toss-up between Hu Tao, Eula, Yoimiya, and Itto at this point now, in terms of my like most favorite-looking characters, you know? But Eula's definitely up there. Eula's fucking badass. Oh, Fluff says Itto is the buffed up Razor you dream. It is true, Fluff. That's why I popped off when I seen him. Doesn't matter if you. Oh no, Fluff. There's no possible future where I'm not getting Itto. I was just debating of like, am I fucked up that I have like every DPS, but just no supports, and I realize how insane supports are. So it's more of that thing. Doesn't matter if you have an abundance of DPS characters. You have, you also have a good amount of support if you wish to build. Yeah, it's true. Well, I've just been playing for a long ass time and been very careful, but also very lucky. I will not deny that. But yes, Roger says it was not Grin's fault. That was Bennett's infamous foul luck. Exactly, Roger. Fuck it. Thank you, boy. You got me. I appreciate that so much. I rarely feel this level of support, frankly, or this boy, not boys, but friends looking out for friends, baby. Also, Roger, I see you everywhere. Frankly, I seen you in a video from a niche, like Genshin YouTube channel that I subscribed to a while back. His name's Granky or something, but he just covers like character versus kind of thing. Pretty interesting. But I go to the comments and I see your comment there, and I'm like, you're fucking everywhere. It's awesome. We're doing one of these, this. Oh shit, I should have used my alt then. I forgot to process. The process to the madness. We'll do one of these, Quick slash. Da-da-da. Where the fuck up? Oh god. I wish you could aim in this game. It's kind of a hellish nightmare to try that. And we've done it, and oh, we just did 400k, my dude. And her talents, I don't even think are that leveled up. They may be around 8, but they could still be leveled up twice, you know? But she's doing 800k. Although, I will be honest, that's the thing with Eula, where like Hu Tao shits on her, is where she requires nothing. You know what I mean? Like what do you call it? Hu Tao. Hu Tao, you click an alt, and then you just hold charge, and you win. Whereas Eula, you gotta like fucking make sure you don't get interrupted and crap and all that. What's good, Kuru? Kuru says, Uncle Death, is that you? I don't know about that. I don't have some cool ass glasses. What I could do, which wouldn't work or stay on my face, I could paint. Fuck. I could paint these. Fuck. I don't know if it really works. Frankly, I don't. It's meant to match my whole face. I don't know if. Yeah. No, this doesn't make sense. Or Adam. I mean, it looks like a shitty cousin with fucking buck teeth. I prefer my version. My version is like, you know, does anybody, anyone who hasn't seen the mask making video, because I made this mask, who is this? Out of all the notorious Grim Reaper-like characters, who is this? People who know, don't answer, okay? People who have a guess, let me hear about it. Oh, what's good, Sammy? Always love to see you, Sammy. How you been taking care of yourself? I'm gonna go condense my resin. Oh. Then it says, so Grin, are you playing Razor with Itto? Probably not. Probably not, although I will never forget Razor, and he still will always have 3 crowns. So I feel like I did my due diligence, frankly. Oh, also, before remind me to go get fucking Tubby's resources, or else I'm screwed. Thank you so much. Condensed resin, blah, blah, blah. I think I have more than enough books for him at this point, because I don't think I'm going to level up his talents to like 9 or something, but I guess we could just keep going. Nis says, what's up with the mask? Please fill me in. Nis? What time of the year it is? What the time of the year? Huh? What do you think this is? what? I will say, it is annoying that this is like, it's too thin. It's too thin to where it can't really, yeah. It looks like an egg and less of a hood. Anyway, literal. I have a better hood, but it's upstairs and it makes me want to rip my skin off because it's so rough. Is this the one? It is go. It is Grimm's signature Reaper wear. Grimm's signature Reaper wear only for special occasions when domains are being reaped. All right, let's not put that on there. Let's not say it's only when, because we do domains a lot. So I don't want to go with this the whole time. you know what I'm trying to say. Roger says, I always subscribe to any Genshin content creator as long as they have 1 or more subscribers. Nice. What should I do? Should I go over here? I'm gonna go Bennett again. Maybe I should just go with you. Well, what are we doing? We did this. I'll see what conduct will help me. Yeah, nice. Okay. Roger says, oh no. Sammy says, hi. It's been a long time. Has it been, Sammy? I feel like I see you every other week, man. Like I don't know. I feel like maybe it's just me though, because I don't know. I noticed I keep track of y'all. So, well, I do and I don't. I keep track of your names. And yeah, so I know it's you, but I just don't. And when you guys are gone for a little bit, I just kind of hold down the fort, I suppose. Cooter says, Uncle, is it Uncle Death? I feel like I'm, yeah. Then he says, I always thought your mask was Death from Soul Eater. Well, I think you were one of the people I thought knew for sure. Do you know what iteration of Death this is? Because I also have this one. Yes, I have this in front of me. What? What's your problem? Okay. Yeah. Okay. But I also have this one. This is Soul Eater Mask when he's... I'll just tell you. I'm not fucking baiting it out again. What do you call it? This is Soul Eater Mask when he's mad as a dad, okay? But this mask is Soul Eater Death. What is his name? Lord Death. This is Lord Death back in his heyday. So this is angry Lord Death as a dad. This is Lord Death before he became a dad and was chill, okay? And then I have another mask from Lord Death, which is yes. Also, Soul Eater, not my favorite anime. I just thought, well, here it makes masks. I want to make some masks. Here we go. I got to keep an eye on my health. Fucking shit. Ow. Big ow. How much is this gonna hit for, you think? 300,000. Okay. Alright, Eula's nuts. But also it's Ball. It's Ball is also helping me because she's super conducting them, so I shouldn't be doing that much damage, which is super conduct helping me quite a bit. Oh, because Kuru says it looks like something out of Mario. My mask? Maybe. You mean like a like that? Like no, well, no. what is this? Shy Guy is a whole other thing. Yeah. Roger says, I shall guess it is medieval. What? Medieval your mask? Question? What's it? I no. No. Nanny did get it, but I think Nanny may have seen the video I made of me making these masks myself, my own 2 damned hands. So yeah. But everyone who guessed, appreciate you. Thank you kindly. Lone Syndicate says, the fact that we have 4 Geo characters is sad, although all of them look cool. Noel and Nwang being the DPSs, and Albedo and Zhongli being the supports, and 3 to 4 of them have a shield as a skill. Well, hey, Lone Syndicate, hey. What do you call it? Fucking Albedo? Albedo could get nuts pretty fast. He might even be considered DPS at some point. But he might be getting wild. Okay, so I don't know if you've seen some shit, but I'm sure you have seen some shit. But it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm very honestly, Albedo. People who have Albedo might be popping off. Although everyone can get Albedo because they're going to release the weapon alongside his shit. So it's like, oh, okay, I guess we're not special. But anyways. Nanny says his original one before he had to PC it because it was scary. Yeah, it's exactly, Nanny. Yeah. This is his OG mask because it was terrifying children. Although the other one is equally as nightmarish, frankly. Nis says mask is Soul Eater. Exactly. Yes. Death. Yeah. Lord Death. Yes. Let's do this. I meant to. I hit down, but Bennett's not down. He's on his right. Shit. Oh, I'm so hurt. I fucking touched the goddamn fucking ground of ice. Eula needs just any help. She just gets as much as she does. She's a cannon, I guess. That makes sense. But Jesus, my damned eggs, man. My eggs. They're just getting thrown down in the trash. Holy shit. Oh no, everybody died. But can we do this single-handedly? Where it's gonna be real rough. It's gonna get real rough. I don't feel comfortable without having Bennett's ult. You know what? I don't want to die. I don't want to spend another egg on Bennett. Okay, we'll run in a bag. I don't need to prevent anything. Okay. Fluff says, so Grin, do you have any concrete plans for Wednesday or weekday streams? Also, I hope that info regarding New World. Yes, I seen it. It was lovely. Thank you so much. So Fluff, here's the thing. Y'all are going to see the fruits of my labor. You've seen a little bit of it already. A little bit. Let's go over here. So you guys are going to see the fruits of my labor. So basically, I am starting to try to pivot and kind of like work around my content in a different way. So you guys are going to start seeing that. Not too quickly, but a little bit. But anyway, so basically the plan right now, Fluff, is I mentioned this in the yesterday's stream a little bit towards the end. But I'm going to try to make the Far Cry videos that I want to start making at a 10-pole level, like the base of what I want to start making. I still have some old ones to upload. I want to start uploading the Genshin ones, and I just finished editing today the Saints Row video that covers the gameplay and the new stuff and all of these things. And then after that, so I think basically this whole week is just going to be me trying to make the video kind of content on YouTube that I want. So we're going to be covering Saints Row, all of those things. We're going to be covering Far Cry in a unique way, hopefully. Same thing with Genshin. And then I think the next week, maybe not that weekend, but the next week, maybe next Monday, not this Monday, but next Monday, that's when I may pick up New World, and that will be the next focus. Next week is going to be mostly me trying to get like YouTube in like the place that I want it, and maybe even like trying to do the whole Clips channel thing and getting that up and running and trying to find ways to reward you guys for doing that for me, for like clipping a thing every now and again. So yeah. It's getting hot in here, like for me, just me, not like me, but like the mask. I don't know if I want to go with Eula. Let's try this. Yes, let's run this combo. See how it plays. Oh, it's hot. Fluff says the mask is reminiscent of Sir Daniel Forsyth from Medi? Oh, no. Metal Evil. Okay, I've never heard of that. However, Nanny has it right. Yes. Lone Syndicate says, I have seen it, Grin, although I changed my mind on getting Albedo because since Itto is coming out and Yai Miko is, I need to save for best. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Yeah. But you're not going for Itto? I also, oh no, I see what you're saying. Oh no, you're planning on getting maybe Itto and Yai, which means you will not be going for Albedo. Makes sense. Gotcha. Nanny says, nice, 500 HP. What? Oh, it's me. Yikes. Big yikes. Good. Try not to get kicked in the face. Come on, Bennett. Ooh, I just dodged that shit. Look at me. Big plays. Also, this is just something I want to run by you guys. Kind of ballsy for Genshin to start talking about dead kid sacrifice, frankly. That kind of threw me for a loop. I was like, oh, God, this is fucked up. We're playing a kid's game, man. What is happening? Shit, I guess Halloween, but I didn't mean to be fucking evil as shit. Eesh. Anyway. Nanny got one shot again. It's all good, Nanny. With this combination, Bennett feeds Xiangling. Xiangling rips apart the entire universe, and it's all this. But we appreciate you for the damage that Ayaka can quickly spew out and just fucking wreck things, you know? Also, I may be able to melt things with Xiangling and Bennett happening, you know? Fluff says, all right, so next Monday sounds good. Yeah, so we'll see. Again, maybe I'll be like, fuck, these videos are way too hard to piece together, and it's all rough out here. I don't know, but yeah, that's the hope, at least. I look like I'm a skeleton with a receding hairline, honestly. It's gonna come for me anyway, but yes. Boom. I got fucking hairline. Alright, so here's the deal. We're going to do this, and then we are going to try. Big quotes on try here, all right? To take a drink of tea. In fact, I may just slam my tea just to get it over with. Because, yeah, it's going to get rough. It's going to get real... Also, wherever our boy Carthage is, I hope he's okay. Yesterday seemed like he was getting a little stressed about some stuff. Although, he's... Man... The amount, I feel like if anybody could solve one thing, I feel like sleep would be like one of the biggest things that would help you in terms of longevity. Probably solve a lot of like fucking horrible, cancerous body things, all these things. Cause yeah, man, I just feel like sleep is such a thing that everyone I talk to fucking hate. Just says, is it coffee? I don't think it's coffee. Is it like the internet? I don't know. Cause I've tried it all, man. I've tried like not looking at anything. And I just find it doesn't help. I just know some people always have the thing. And I wonder if people who get like the best sleep, if how good your life would be if you were just fully regenerated, like topped off, you know, how good you would have it, how fucking amazing you would feel. Maybe I just live in blissful ignorance because I don't have that. So I'm like, ooh, this is it. This is what life means. Also, how do you guys feel about people saying Thomas may not be all that good? He kind of will just be fine, and like not even fine. like just kind of like, ew. Like he's only there to really apply pyro. I don't know. I've heard that recently, and I was like, I don't know. I mean, I kind of get the sentiment where like his like ball, but instead of ball who gives energy recharge, he gives shield. But is like pyro application with shield better than like Diona who gives healing, shield, and a fuck ton of support damage with her elemental mastery? I mean, I don't know. I still want Thomas just because he looks like fucking badass. And also, again, I think he's a character that if they ever release it like a cryo character that wants to slap shit, that'll be the play. Also, I could also use a character for Eula, who I think could maybe help doing reverse melt, although she's mainly doing fucking pyro or cryos or physical shit, physical things. So yeah. Also, with my build, I am an unkillable god. Grr, grr. Bennett and Shang Ling, baby, you free to play? This is it. This is the team. You don't kill things fast by any means. By any means, you need something to wet the damn enemy. But with two characters taking care of each other is good stuff. Oh. Fluff says that mask is alright. Read that from the place. How? What is good, Nub? How was your day been, buddy? How is everything in the life that is Nub's life? How is it? Is it good? What was the best part of your day, Nub? Let me hear about that. All right. I don't care if it was masturbating to a fucking anime game. Let me hear about it. All right. You always hold out on me and don't tell me shit. Okay. Lone Syndicate says, I think Ayaka and Thomas. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So that's just like he's basically a fucking pyro. What is it called when people start fires? I don't know. Arsonist. That's what it is. The best part. The best part was that it isn't yesterday. Wow, it happened yesterday. Oh god, this is a leading question for sadness, wasn't it? Nanny Nub says, cause the second shot almost made me vomit. Ooh, yikes! You just got your second shot, or you mean like you just got your second shot? Oh wait, no, yeah. Lone Singer says, wait, what? What are we doing? Nothing, Grin. Nothing. Yeah, me. I'm not Grin. I'm Grim. Did he catch it? Did he catch? It's a little bit. Yeah. All right. Huh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. Also, Lone Singer Nanny, if you guys need anything, I will do that in a hot minute. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Where the fuck's that coffee? Okay. It's like a fucked up Spider-Man thing. I gotta stir it all the... If you drink tea, you get it. Is there fucking chocolate on that? Or not? It's like coffee, but I also put cocoa in there. I think it's fine. It's like a veil of ignorance. Alright, here we go. I don't think it's happening. I don't want to spill it all over my nice sweater. Nope. Nope. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Oh, don't fucking hit my nose. Where is it? Okay. Hey, what's good? What's good, my beard? Ah, all right. Let's try not to knock my thing out. All right. Tea drinking. Coffee still here. This is gonna make me heat up like crazy. Just wasted coffee because I didn't drink it all. Feels bad. Okay. Oh no! My thing fell. What happened? Oh, it hinged at my head. That's what happened. This. Okay, where the hell is my hood? I can't find it. Okay. What the fuck is all this? Okay. Oh. Fucking shit. It's so hot. What happened? What happened in the thing? Roger says, it was just confirmed by fake news that we shall be treated to Solid Snake as a playable unit in 2.4, and the weapon banner Snake Eater. By fake news, I was about to say that. What? I did not believe any of that as soon as it was said. But yeah, I honestly. No, because Horizon, I guess, makes sense. But I don't know. I don't know what character crossover anything could exist in the Genshin world that would make some sense. Besides, like, Honkai and stuff like that. Also, no, but I'm sorry I didn't say this, but hopefully you're feeling better, buddy. If you vomited from it, I hope you're taking care of yourself. My second shot fucked me up, man. It didn't make me vomit. It made me feel, like, dizzy as shit. But also, I was a dumbass. I fucked up the system. I got my shot and then I exercised like crazy and just shat on my immune system, and then I was just bad. It was stupid. Anyways. Ashley Stairs. Where the fuck is it? I got it. I hit the button. I just wasn't sure. Why are you staring at me? What's your fucking problem, huh? Huh, Ashley? You've been away for a little bit. You gonna come in here like this? You gonna start judging me? This is what happens when you're not here, Ashley. All right, this is your problem. Okay, you did this. Okay. Oh no, that was the big one. Okay, no, that was what was supposed to happen. I am not good at the Stream Deck thing yet. Ashley said look, and then I was like, one of these. Also, where the hell is the thing? There's supposed to be stuff up here. Oh, this is what I. Okay, that's what I want. That's what I wanted. Why does it shift like over here? Well, anyway, where is the button? There's. Oh, it is black and white. Yes, it is black and white. What is black and white? Oh yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it's black and white. Otherwise, it would be weird. Yeah, increase the spoopy atmosphere. Roger says. It is an imposter upon the screen. What treachery, sorcery is this? Raja, he left, and you see nothing. The only thing it says, can we kill the Electro Archon boss? I can't think of the. Got it. You don't even need. I got you. I know what you mean. We're on the same mental space. Oh, also, I should go back to the fucking game. Fluff says, if Todd Howard had any say, he'd put the Dragonborn into Genshin. He'd be an animo sword user that exploits ragdoll physics. I would be into it. Honestly, that would not be the worst kind of add-on. Although, I mean, they added Aloy, and she's pretty Norse, is all things considered, you know? God damn it, wait, I need to fucking equip a character that doesn't suck ass. This, I will put Benny here. No, I want Shangling, because it'll be awful otherwise. Oh, it's hot. It's just like a nice, hot summer's day, you know what I mean? I fucking hate summer, though. I'm so happy it's fall, dude. I don't know why I did this. This is a slower descent. Anyways. Oh, you doing big boy damage over there with Yoimiya. But it cost a lot, I bet, to get her there. Run! Quickly, this. Oh, Shangling, please! Oh, fucking Bennett, you have more health. Shit. Yeesh. Run! Charge! Oh, also, has anyone tried Spiral Abyss yet? Did they shit in everyone's mouth? How bad is it? Because I feel like they added those wolf things, and I don't know how everyone's going to manage. Nanny says, I need pale flame domain. I have no enough resin for 6 condensed. Jesus Christ, what happened to you? What took place? You building Eula? Or Razor? I bet Eula. It's Eula waifu, man, I get it. Yeah, you don't need to tell me, I know. Also, it's this one. Raja says, I would love to behold Frozen Elsa as a playable unit. Okay. Yeah, I guess that would kind of make sense. It should be a caster. Although her power scaling would be nuts. She'd be able to freeze the whole town or some shit. She would summon some sort of perverted looking snowman. Fluff says Cloud. Oh yeah, Cloud. Cloud would could be in the Claymore area having with Vision. I don't know either. I feel like maybe Geo or maybe Animo. Animo seems like the most like neutral of all the types. Also, the fact that he's whipping around a giant sword like that would just kind of make sense. Ashley says, the new quest made me cry in a way as we found out what happened to the Thunderbird. That's all he'll say. No one has started. Yeah, I only know that there's child sacrifice and it's rough out here. Also, Ashley was being nice, not to spoil. I don't know how it ends. Sorry. Roger says, I shall confess, the earnest tongue and utter, should Cloud be made available as a playable unit, I shall spare no expense to C6 him. Down bad. Some would say, very down bad for a child. Or not child, whatever, fucking Cloud. Okay. Flood says, if Cloud does come as a guest character, it'd be like Aloy, and there'd be no. Well, see, that's the thing, Fluff. I don't think that's the precedent. I don't think we're never gonna get consolation for Aloy. I think they're just waiting to do the consolation until Horizon Zero Dawn is actually out, so that it can be a marketing tool. But I don't think it's gonna be the norm. It would make no sense. They want to make that money. Nanny says, I already, because also, Aloy's constellations in no way says, like, we're not doing it. It says, like, wait for it, you know? I would prefer for her to be a cat. Yeah, me too. Honestly, we need more casters in the game, and just generally speaking. What do you call it? Roger, what kind of caster do you want in the game? I'm curious. I'll start the ball rolling by telling you what I would like in the game. I've talked to you guys about this, but my other ideal character outside of like a berserker-like character is I want a caster that like summons forth swords. Like basically, I want like a mix between a melee and a catalyst user. So I would love if someone like summoned swords and like attacked with them in like mass succession. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't know what kind of thing it's, what kind of like medium has that same thing, but yeah. But basically, someone who like who can summon forth like sword. I think the other thing would also be cool is if it was like fists. So like he summons forth fists as a catalyst user and just summons in like these demon fists or like claws or something, and every single time it connects, it like scratches or punches or slashes or whatever. And then his ult would just be like more of that, kind of like a Yenfei almost with charges would also be kind of cool, except instead of a fucking stamp, it's something cool, you know. Although Yenfei is just interesting character design, although I don't think her style is entirely my thing. I also want to build Zhongli. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Yeah. You picked a weird time to build Zhongli now that they're adding enemies that can kind of circumnavigate his shield. Although I don't think it's enough to make Zhongli pointless, you know? I feel like Cloud's element would be Pyro because of the game. His first magic is skill is fire. Okay, though, that makes sense. I don't know too much about Final Fantasy games to tell you the truth. Fluff says, although they already have the basic claymore as a Final Fantasy VII reference, it's a buster sword called Old Merrick Pale. Merrick's Pal. Awesome. That sounds like my teeth. Anyways. Roger says, you mean Cloud Strike? Question mark? I don't know. Oh, are you talking to Ashley says also hyped for 2 new Geo Geo dudes, Ashley. We just women in Geo supremacy, also husbando supremacy, frankly. What is a woman, right? Anyway. I'd imagine he could function like Yai Miko is rumored having more than one element, but his burst could be something like... Fluff, I heard that recently get stomped out, that she has double elements. I heard that recently be like, no, that's bullshit. But I could be out of the loop again, where like it was unconfirmed and now it's confirmed and now it's like, no, it's a hoax. Oh. Roger says, it may be Geo does not yield the largest of numbers, but certainly is far more consistent with its damage yield across the wider. So that's true. Also, you don't need to do fuck tons of damage really ever. But with Albedo, you might be able to have your cake and eat it too. I just don't know about Gar. I need to look back into his kit because it seems a little much. Like, it just seems like... Again, I don't know. Like, he seems like he cannibalizes himself. Like, he says, like, give me more Geo. But then you have shields in the game that are going to need Geo or, like, need to be broken eventually. Also, you're fighting against double Geo resonance. You know what I mean? Or, like, double resonance. So you're saying have 3 people of Geo, which will break the resonance. So you're saying that, like, his 15 bonus to Geo is going to break the 20 or whatever attack bonus from double Pyro, you know? So it just seems like, what? Just like, I don't get it. Why? What is weird? Frankly, weird. Fluff says perhaps Cloud's E would have 1 or 2 elements: tap, fire, spell, hold, thunderbolt, or something. Interesting. I don't know. I feel like they would save it for the whole like double element bomb drop. I thought they might save it for Signora, but I feel like we're not going to get that for like a millennia, frankly. Just because I think we would have seen it already, you know? The double elemental thing. Because I think they're really holding their cards to their chest. Like, I don't know when they're going to introduce it. I think they still want... I think before they introduce double elements, they should introduce Dendro. Purely respectively, of course, although I'm ready, did, I mean, reveal the cutting through. Yes, true. Yeah. Then he says, I need a better hat. Ooh, you stuck on that grind. The crown game is also one that I suffer with. Roger says, I suppose after careful thinking, I perhaps would enjoy. And Necroman says, oh, that'd be cool too. Yeah. I just feel like these fuckers in Genshin would make it like a support weird thing, or like it's like it's like a CC unit. Would it be Dendro? Would it be like Dendro and like weird zombie hands like grab a motherfucker that's like falling down or something? Although I have heard something about like a weird like not I don't know necromancer, but kind of like a weird undead like kind of premise of like a character that's been bouncing around in the data mine situation. Lone Syndicate says, so Grin, you want Virgil summoning swords from DMC as part of the more like Dante's in Devil May Cry, the newest Devil May Cry game. Dante had like this cool his rebellion sword. When you leveled it up, you like did a slash, and then like 6 different like phantom swords would just attack around you and shit. That's what I mean. So someone who sits there and like almost just starts like playing a symphony, and then all these swords start fucking coming out of different dimensions, and they're just like that's what I want. Also, I think you could like hold down his attack, and his charge attack was just like a bunch of swords priming and then fucking getting unleashed, which was sick. But yeah. Fluff says, combining Xingqiu and Ayaka to activate Virgil. Yeah, something like that. That's kind of thing. What happened? What is this? For whatever reason, my fucking Benny got killed by this asshole. Jesus. I don't even have any particles to get the ball rolling. Quickly, Bennett, heal! Oh, good, I didn't see. I didn't, yeah, yikes. I don't know what happened. We just loaded him and died. Fluff says, well, that's a shame to hear. Was figured that Inazuma Blacksmith Catalyst would be perfect for Yae Miko being a self-synergist. Maybe. Just from what I heard, man, it doesn't sound like it's happening yet. And honestly, to me, again, I think like if Dendro was out, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. That's the next path. That's the next big Pooba. But although they have hinted at it more than Dendro, though, because we've seen nothing of Dendro, like nothing. Like we see a guy with a snake on his wrist, but we haven't even seen him use a power at all, you know? Fluff says, I mean, Dainsleif doesn't have a vision. His powers aren't one of the elements 7. So it may be a long time before we see... Yeah, it's true. I think Dainsleif's forever away. Unless they start making him, like, iterative. Like, you get Gen 1 of him. Maybe then. Raja says, I would love it to be a cryo-necromancer. I guess that makes sense too. Cryo-necromancer. Imagine a mini Chi-Chi that would constantly debuff for her duration upon the field. Yeah, but man, I really hope Chi-Chi just becomes that. I really hope they buff Chi-Chi to make a debuff character instead of her being this weird fucking bastard child that was forsaken by everybody, frankly. By gods, I think she might have actually been saved by an Adeptus Heart or some bullshit. I don't know. I'll be honest, guys. I'm not 100% engaged with the lore of this game, although I do enjoy it. Sometimes I'm just like, you know what? It's fine. I don't need to know all this. It's gonna work out. Oh, I don't want to cast this thing just yet. There we go. One of these. Shangling's nuts. I'm blown away that I'm able to survive this long, frankly. Oh, also, I need to make sure I don't forget to get Tubby. Tubby's goods. Weird sentence, but yeah. Ooh. That's my suffering leaving the body. Lone Syndicate says... we gonna get Dendro, and the only reaction we gonna get is burn. Why you gotta do this? You're supposed to be the optimist, Lone Syndicate. Every time we go for wishing, you're always like, Grin, you got it. And I'm like, thanks, man. Appreciate the optimism. And now you're here in the trenches with us, depressed people. Okay. Fluff says, I still figure Dendro will be weak to Pyro. Strong against Hydro, hard to say what Electro and Cryo... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a Dendro in water should probably be CC, right? Like roots kind of like anchor you to the ground or some shit. Pyro is just like putting fuel on a fire kind of thing. Electro could be... I don't know. I feel like Electro could be the opposite of Superconduct. So it could be Elemental Shred instead of Physical Shred. Probably why it's been taking so long to get Dendro. There's a lot of reactions that likely a balance testing for all of it. Yeah, but it's been also in the works, I think, for a long time. Also, I think the first Dendro character will be like a very good money sink for a lot of people. So I think they're kind of trying to bait that out for a rainy day. Roger says, Chi-Chi forsaken by the community? It is more like they do not acknowledge it's true. She is like she's the Harry Potter of the family, okay? Who deserves better, but sure as shit is still trapped in the fucking staircase, okay? But hopefully, it won't be like the fucked up theory that Harry Potter's Harry Potter adventure was all in his head because he was just trying to deal with the trauma, and so he made up a bunch of bullshit. Yikes. Frankly, ugh. Oh, not back yet. Come on, particles, let it rip, boom. The good news is apparently Thomas, there's a high likelihood that he'll work with Ball, which is good. Positives. No, not this. Oh, I don't think I was in the fucking zone. Oh, no. I keep switching to the wrong character. Oh, that was a waste. Goo. Lozika says, do you guys think that Dendro will get a reaction with Animo and G? I hope so, man. If they don't do that, that's gonna be shitty. I was thinking about that the other day, actually. Funny you say that. I was thinking about, like, is Dendro mixed with Geo just gonna be a fucking, like, green shield? Because that's just gonna be weird. That's so uninspired, but I guess it would make sense. I feel like it would just be the same reaction with Animo. We'll just spread it around, right? Because it could be like spreading seeds. It could be the same kind of premise. Fluff says Chi-Chi is the mascot for the community's disappointment with Mihoyo and the anniversary. She didn't definitely yeah, that's true. Fluff says, and then they gave her a concert. Yeah, wings. I seen the meme. She's sitting on the ground like, I hate it. Why do I exist? Only to suffer. Man, that was one of the things I heard back in, like, when people were really pissed, like a couple weeks ago. People are still pissed, but people are kind of defeated at this point, which is sad, but yeah. But people were saying that, but guys, they gave us, like, they gave us wings and whatnot, and I was kind of just like, I mean, if you look at the business side of things, they were planning on selling the wings and all the other stuff to the community, and there was no way in hell that they were going to make money on that, or if they were, it would not be worth the backlash that it would have gotten them. So it's not, I'm not sure if it's really a give me as much as it's like a, well, no one's going to buy this anyway, and it's only going to make people more mad, so fuck it, give it to them. You know, like, they never had the intention to, I think, to give it to anybody. What's good, Max? Max says, let me get also, let me catch up real quick. The wings. Roger says, it is hope Dendro synergizes quite well with Geo. Yeah, it would be cool too. I hope it gives you a different thing rather than just giving you a fucking shield. Green shield. Nub says, then I heard of all the Harry Potter theories. I laughed so, yeah. There's a lot of fucked up ones. But says, the sounds like American McGee Alice level of yeah. Although that series, man, as much as it's wildly fucked up, there's something so, like, weirdly charming about that art style. And I don't like scary shit, but there's something, like, I think it's because it kind of ends in a good light where, like, Alice is a fucking badass, also a little crazy, but, like, ultimately she ends up being a fucking tank. Like, she doesn't let the things that are horrible define her, which is cool, you know, as in terms of a storytelling device. But yeah, also apparently that was in the works to get, like, a sequel, but just never happened. But it was, I thought that would have been a game that would be awesome to have a sequel. Alice's like the twisted version of that Alice in Wonderland game. I feel like we got this. I'm not sure. I don't need to bang out Changeling's ult. But anyways, Maxi says, so just wanted to let you know that your videos are great and you're able to give some nice positive energy by the way you're acting, even when you're ranting. Anyway, keep up the good stuff. Thank you so much, Maxi. I'm not sure if I can I appreciate that, but I don't know. I do my best. That's all I'll ever have the bar to clear. But I'm trying to do a little bit better than the best as of late. But thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. I do my best. I sometimes let hatred consume me just like any other human being ever. Very flawed as an individual, but I try to be better, I guess, every time I pursue anything, I suppose. But yes, thank you so much. The fact that you find value in any of my silly shit is wildly meaningful to me. Thank you so much. Lone Thing says, it's funny that if Ball works with Thama, But she hasn't worked with Baido. I agree. Still, although we are far past it, I'm still. Oh, I agree. I think it's bullshit. I think my thing is that, like, when I start looking around the Genshin community, it just starts looking defeated. You know, where like everyone just like, maybe this is it. Maybe it's just like fucking this forever. You know? Okay. And I'm just like, I mean, there's some part of it that's kind of like, I get it, but then there's another part of it where I'm like, well, wait, what, like, come on, guys, don't give up, you know. Roger says, it is my opinion that Dendro shall be heavily focused upon debuffing and dot damage. Would love to see a form of leech. Oh, that'd be cool. That life leech, just so you wouldn't have to run healers and shit, or you could like run a healer with or another character with high levels of elemental mastery, so it could heal you for more, maybe. All right, guys. I think it's time. I think it's time I demask, which, by the way, is gonna be horrific. My beard's gonna get compressed into my face. I just need. Yeah. I look like a fucking. This looks more heinous than the one thing. Oh, holy shit! I'm so sweaty. Okay. Honestly, I made the mask a little bit more reasonable though, in terms. God, it's my face and everything's wet. Shit. That's a nice sweater. I don't want to get it too sweaty so I can wear it again. Okay. Oh, fuck. We're okay. We're not really, but I'll say it until it becomes true. We'll do that, and we'll jump over. We'll jump over to face cam. There we go. Jump over to face cam. Do the other thing. Where is it? Where is it? This. Filters. Edit. Boop. And we're back. We're good. We're back. We're back to. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. We gotta jump back here and then do one of these. Boom. All right. We did it. We did it. We streamed for as long as I could. Man, this is what seeing is. It's like seeing. Can you see through this? Can you see through this at all? I guess you kind of can, but that's about as good as you get. Okay? They were sitting there like, oh my god. Oh, you know what's fucked up is I looked pretty okay today. And then I put that on and bang, ruined. So Roger says, justice for the Reaper. Listen, Roger, what do you want me to fucking actually pass out? I know that's maybe what I promised you, but let's rear it back a little bit. Golly. Maxie says, you were cosplaying Mr. Death from Soul. I was! Holy shit, how do you know that? I was blown away. That's Lord Death. That is his unchanged first iteration of his death mask, which was hella scary, apparently. And yeah. But yes. Good eye. Another thing that says, it's funny. Oh, right, ball doesn't work with everything was so weird. Everything looks different now. Honestly. Fluff says, since Superconduct is already a debuff, or a defense debuff, perhaps Dendro Cryo could be a offensive debuff. Oh, yeah, maybe. Okay, yeah. I feel like I would be shocked if they didn't just give you an elemental debuff. You know what I mean? So, like, the same thing for Superconduct, but just, you know, elemental instead of physical. But that could be the case. I can finally drink my water. I didn't need to chug my tea. Oh, golly. I am dehydrated AF. Dude, it's rough out here, okay? Maxie says, as we all try to do, I'll set your stream in the background while I'm farming in Let It Die. Never played Genshin, so remember to breathe under the mask, my friend. Thank you so much, Maxie. Although Maxie, I will say, it's it's just the fact that like your air is limited. Even if you're breathing a lot, it just doesn't get in. It's rough. Anyway.
But I wish you luck in the grind for Let It Die. Enjoy. Honestly, let me know, all of you, but Maxie in particular, what game other than Let It Die are you currently playing? I'm curious. If you're just grinding, and just fucking say, hey, Grin, shut the fuck up, I'm grinding, or I can't stop the grind and jump over and type. I get it. I forget what I said. Forget what I said. Fluff says, get a towel for next time. Honestly, what it is, man, it's my sinuses. Like my eyes get watery. Because basically you're sitting in there cycling in your own air. And also that like thin shirt that I got that I put over to kind of give it the weird like Grim Reaper aesthetic or whatever is what do you call it? Is it's kind of, I think it's dusty because I it's like my one thin shirt that I have that's like super thin that I can see out of. What do you call it? I will, want a little update on Madness? I just ordered what is functionally, I guess it's pantyhose, and I'm gonna try to, but by the time it gets here, it's like fucking Halloween's gonna be over. So I'm just the weirdo who gets fucking pantyhose eventually here, rough, essentially. Was I about to die? No, we're good. But yeah, hopefully that'll be much better because that should actually be somewhat like seeable, and I won't have to put it over my entire fucking face. I could just put it over here and you can get the idea, or right under my nose and then get the idea. Although the one thing I did add though on my mask was I put some backing here, so it's also, that's a very sweaty forehead. Anyways, I put some backing here so it's not just my face on this like concrete like mask. And then I put a thing here so that I could actually talk. So there's like a hinge. So when I'm talking, my mouth's not compressed against this. There's a little bit of play. So yeah, I did that this morning. That was my day. I did this for you. Okay? You and Grit. No, I'm kidding. Did I forget to hit the button? I did. Oh, we need back. That's what happened. Malik says, the Genshin puzzle went from easy to God no way. I know, Malik. It seemed weird. Maybe I'm just unconditioned, but man, also it's also just frustrating. Like, as much as I like the atmosphere, I just don't like the where the fuck am I going? What is this? Okay, I guess we're here now. Shit, huh? Lone Singer says, well, I'm just glad Grin didn't pass out, because that would be terrible. That would be a lot. It would be a lot, honestly. I have fears about that. When we used to work out and stream at the same time, when I was doing my kettlebell stuff, hucking giant boulders around and shit, I was like, this is gonna drop on my head, and then I'm just gonna be knocked unconscious or worse, and that's how I die. And you guys are just gonna be like, well, we don't. What do we do? This is a woefully disarming feeling of not being able to do anything. But that's why I was always careful when I did it, though. I'll have you know. Oh, Nanny says, I'm done. Let's go get that fucking Thunderbird, asshole. Okay, goddamn you. Ooh. Also, we probably should have done that back and forth. My bad. My bad. Where the hell is the Thunderbird? Creepy Island. There we go. Roger says, it requires an acute mind, nerves of steel, to slay the Genshin puzzle, and Claymore victory over the savagery. Got it, yes. Always. I am just, you're far too sophisticated and intelligent for me, Roger, but I appreciate you putting up with me. Me being like, what? Okay, here we go. From a person that is the opposite of poetic in every way, I thank you for putting up with it. Boom. I'll do these. Lone Syndicate says, well, thank you. Your effort are very appreciated, my friend. You talking to me? I don't know, man. I still, I don't know. I'm doing my best to I'm honestly the next couple videos, maybe not the next. I think okay. Well, yikes. That was a lot. Okay, can we? Okay, wow. This really does a lot of damage if you don't have a shielding character. This is, real not good. I should have waited for the boys to, okay, well, everything's gone to shit. So, feels bad. Anyways, I'll be back. But what I was saying was, why am I getting wrecked up here? What happened? Or is that just weird perspective? I don't know. But what do you call it? I was saying that, the next couple videos I'm going to upload actually, well, maybe not next ones. I think I still have, I don't know. I think I might have like 2 or 3 that I'm still in a place where I'm like, these aren't like the videos that I want to kind of start making as of now. Like kind of setting myself a standard and trying to follow it to the best I can. But eventually, you guys should see them. Again, I think the 2 that I'm thinking that come to mind is the next Genshin video talking about Itto. That's a video that I'm really happy that turned out. And then there's a video of a Saints Row kind of breakdown of the new gameplays and such. Which that to me, I'm like, those 2 videos, I'm pretty hella proud of. Oh, our boy Carthage is here. Good to see you, boy. How you been? We missed you. All that. Let's run away. Let's get the hell out of here. Roger says, oh no, that Nub says, I'd laugh if what you mentioned ever happened. I'd laugh so hard I'd fall out. Really, I would just get knocked unconscious, brain damage forever. You'd be like, what an asshole. Like, all right, yikes. Love says, looks more like a thunder bat to me. I guess that's true. Yeah, although, honestly, are bats birds? Maybe. I don't feel like it's right, frankly. I might be a bird racist, but it feels odd. Okay? That doesn't mean it's not okay, but it doesn't seem right. Okay? It's like the same shit I hear from certain family members, which is like, I don't know if I like this whole atmosphere that's happening. Maxi says, what about you? What are you? Oh, did Maxi respond? Maxi respond. Maxi says, at the moment you're playing Hunt. Yeah, Hunt. Shadow, Showdown, and Final Fantasy V. Or Final Fantasy. Oh, I got messed up. Oh, I gotta find it again. Boom. Final Fantasy, and when I'm not grinding, let it die. Nice, Maxi. Okay, yeah. I feel Hunt. I was like, yeah, it's a similar vibe. That's the typecast for sure. But yeah, no, Hunt seems interesting, although it does seem frustrating. But again, just always let it die. And maybe Final Fantasy is your comfort game to some extent. Awesome, love to hear it. But Maxi says, what about you? What are you playing these days when you're not playing Genshin? Any game that I feel like that I could like give value to. But honestly, I'm kind of really enjoying like the anime vibe games recently. Like Tales of Arise came out, loved the shit out of that, even though I need to go back and play more of it. But I feel like I just kind of go back and forth by cravings. You know what I mean? Like I hadn't played an FPS game in a long time. I love FPS games as well. So I went and I played Far Cry. I think I just really I really missed the FPS kind of game thing. So I jumped back and played it, and it was awesome, you know. But I'm not sure if the game is good or if I just really needed to play that kind of game, you know. Also, it's not back yet. I'm a dum-dum. Anyway. Also, I want to, like, because like we stream and we make content, you want to find a game that has like content to be made of it. But at the same time, you also want to make or find a game that you can also potentially play on stream for a long time and just hang out with your friends and also play together with them if you want to make a community, which I desperately do. And I think I have. Carla says, I took a nap earlier and woke up covered in sweat and confused. Eesh. Yikes. Hopefully you're okay, Carthage. What happened? Also, Carthage, you missed the whole thing. I would normally not ask, I would normally not suggest you go back and watch the go back and watch a stream. But this one, at least for the first couple minutes, just to get an idea of the madness, this is one of those ones I would suggest. Also, I suffered for a long time. Okay, long time. So I'd appreciate if it was worth something. And yet... Whoosh. Ooh, there's thunder, I think, or something fell. Fingers crossed for the thunder. Ooh. Eesh. That killed me last time. I don't know who the play is here. Maybe Zhongli, just to keep my ass safe instead of. Well, Benny helps everybody though. Nub says, I don't think that hitting your head would. No, it's the knocked unconscious. That's what I mean. Like being unconscious for like serious periods, like being knocked out essentially and like remaining out and cause mass brain damage. Or at least that's what I was told, but I could be wrong. Bats are mammals. They're not birds. Weird. Strange. Love says, but the boss has ears like a bat, and honestly reminds me of one of the new legendary Pokemon who is also a bat, huh? What is with people getting back into cards? I feel like we just exchange various different lenses to addiction, frankly. Nanny says, I play SSBU sometimes. What's that? Goddamn abbreviation. I got nothing. I gave up real fast, to be honest, though. Roger says, I suppose it is a question that only the Dark Knight could truly answer. Bruce Wayne would know if a bat is a bird. I'll be honest, the whole Batman thing, if it wasn't for the Arkham games, I would care not at all, frankly. Also, apparently, like, Batman is, honestly, I don't know if it's just me, but the DC superheroes, and maybe it's like Marvel, who just made everything seem like it was more, like, interesting than it is, but the DC people just seem kind of, like, scuffed. You know what I mean? But apparently Batman's one of the few characters, actually, that has, like, some dimension, although maybe Flash as well, but all of them seem pretty, like, maybe it's their uniform. Maybe I'm judging them on a surface level, and that's not okay. Maybe. Lone Ticket says, yes, anime games are very good. We're honestly need more of it. Yeah, well, there's a lot of games. I think that's the future, honestly. I think just like Genshin and all that stuff has paved the way for this kind of game being prevalent. We'll see it probably in 2 or 3 years, but yeah. Maxi says, that's nice. Never played a Far Cry, even though I love FPSs as well. But I've heard the last one is great. Yeah, this one's not bad. This one actually has like an end game, so you can actually play it for maybe a good bit of time. And yeah, so it is an interesting game, though. Roger says, it is so that through exquisite anime titles we shall never see a golden age like that betwixt 2007 to 2015. Title-wise, maybe. Although I will say, I think the memery of anime titles being chaos and madness, I think I like it. The whole like a whole 2 sentences worth of dialogue in there, I like it. Honestly, it makes you be like, I get it. You know, you're like, people don't say in anime, you're like, oh, well, I gotta go look at the synopsis of this show. No, they're like, no, this is what it is. It's just straight up what it says. I'm like, oh, that's kind of helpful, actually. Thank you. Far Cry 6 is really good. Feels like accumulation of a good bits from past titles, both numbers and spin-offs. Yeah. But I feel like they'll get me on the after content, you know, like what comes after. Nub says, sleeping is a form of being knocked unconscious for extended periods of time, isn't it? Yeah, but I feel like your brain is recovering and not dead or like off, you know? I think your brain is healing itself and etc. Now I'm curious, but I think you're wrong. But like being knocked unconscious causes brain damage? I've heard that for a long time. I think that's one of the reasons why people panic when someone like punches someone and they get knocked out, or else they'd be like, he'll get up whenever. But people are like, get up, get the guy up now. Like they're getting him up, slapping him in the face, like, get the fuck up. It's not just because they're like, fuck this guy. It's like, no, this damage is happening if we don't get him up and moving. Shangling is gluttonous as hell. I keep yeah, she still doesn't have a lot of I just hit I just gave her a bunch of particles. She didn't get all the things. Also, it's happening. Oh. Also, I feel like you can dodge through that. I feel like that's the play. All right, well, this is unfortunate. Mistakes were made. Oh, cool. They came back to center. Nice. Mistakes were not made. Go team. Ooh, you healed a little bit. Nice. Oh. Malik says 911. There's a man in Canada who knocked himself out. His name Logan, I think. Grin. Yeah. I don't know his location. Sorry. Grin, I can't. Yeah, no, I get it. This is the problem. This is the thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm dead. You just watched me die. Honestly. Although you probably would come to eventually, but you probably. Again, you'd have probably some irreparable damage. Although some people heal like crazy. Some people like drink like sailors and have their whole youth to fuck up. But yeah, I'm 25. I feel like I'm getting start shaving off that fountain of youth pretty quick here. All right. Fluff says Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Oh, that's what it is. Nice. Oh yeah, yeah, man. Smash is always one of those games that's just fun. Although I don't know if it's as fun without a person. You know, it's one of those games that is like solely based, at least to me, on other people. What's good, Ling Ling? Ling says bats aren't what? Crustaceans? Is that right? Fluff says speaking of Sora launches tomorrow for Super Smash Bros. Oh right, yeah. Sora only. I'm not saying that right. I know. It doesn't sound right when it comes to my mouth. Honestly, excited as he's one of the. I lost it. One of your favorite characters. Can't wait to play him. Awesome. I played Minecraft and COD Mobile. What? COD Mobile? Oh, but you don't have you don't have any gaming console, right, Malik? You're in a kind of a weird like hell, unfortunately. But yeah. Apparently, there's a popular crossword puzzle with my search terms. I lost it. It was kind of scared me. I couldn't find the answer. Okay, gotcha. Carter says DC characters except Batman are gods trying to be humans. Marvel characters are humans trying to be gods. Yeah, but I don't know. Even that idea of like gods trying to be humans, it doesn't seem interesting. Like I feel like you could make that interesting, but I don't know if for me it really does it. You know, it makes it like okay, interesting. Like to me, Overlord's a way of like making that interesting, you know, like a person who's a god and making it like, oh shit, holy crap. The free season pass DLC should be interesting, playing as the villains in what it seems to be a roguelike mode. Yeah, I'm not excited for that, man. That's the one thing where I've seen it and I was just like, does none of your progress carry over? So all of your effort in the base game and in this weird specific niche is pointless, and I'm just like, I don't know. To me, it kind of takes the wind out of my sail. But I feel like also will be one of those things I'll be interested in. Like I'll watch a let's play of it, of like a real quick thing. Love says, and then the free crossover DLC, Danny Trejo Rumbo Strange, Stranger Things should be very interesting, possibly more so than the villain. So yeah, I'll see. I don't know. I haven't really counted too much of a understanding of what's to come in the future DLCs. All I know is that the villain hierarchy arc doesn't seem to be. Yeah, I mean, if you're able to carry over some of the kill mechanics, then maybe. Apparently, due to that factor requires to lose consciousness. You're right. Yeah, I was about to say. I've always heard that forever. I'm also being a fan of like boxing and whatnot. Yeah, there's a reason why people rush over to wake a guy up. They're like, yeah, he'll get up when he wants to. You know, it's like no, because there's a problem happening. Nub says you need to cause damage or enough damage to the brain to actually lose consciousness from a hit to the head. Yeah, but that's the thing. You just can tap a chin and knock a person out. That's the thing. You just need to rattle the brain. Well, or essentially cause enough force to happen to where your brain gets smashed against your internal skull. Or your skull, sorry, yeah. At least that's always, again, been my understanding of it. Max, it says, also, regarding what you were saying about frustration, it goes with a game like Hunt, Let It Die, or Dark Souls, where their difficulty is there along with the farming necessity. Okay. Yeah, but also, yeah, no, I feel that's true too. But a part of me also thinks, yeah, but then sometimes it's like you feel like it makes, like you earned it, you know what I mean? Like Sekiro, etc. I've seen a person beat Dark Souls with like never getting hit, you know? So to me, I like that barrier of like potential skill development, whereas some games that like require you to farm, or like you're just like walking through the forest and you get sniped in the back of the head and you're like, oh, well shit, what? How could I have not died there, you know? But then again, maybe that's why Dark Souls and whatnot and Sekiro could do that, is because they're kind of made to somewhat be perfected, it seems like. But yes. I'm not sure. Do you guys think we'll ever have like an FPS that's like that? Because I don't know. Because all FPSs I've ever seen have that thing. Just basically crank up the health of every enemy or boss and lower your health or lower your damage. And I'm like, oh, this is fun. It's not like it's challenging. You usually just need to either find a build that works or something like that, you know? I don't know if there's... The only game that I think could do the FPS kind of like Dark Souls difficulty level of like challenge is Shadow Warrior, which, by the way, I am so excited for that game. I can't wait till it comes out. That game is such an underrated game. If you guys want a good time, just like a good 2 games just to burn through. It's a first-person game, and it will feel a little clunky to play at first, but then it feels so satisfying, man. Shadow Warrior, the first game and the second game, and there's a third game on the way, feel awesome. They're like one of the few games where it's just like a good time. Like it may not, like it doesn't need, it's not like the most riveting story. It's not the most like, actually, honestly, the gameplay is pretty innovative. It's pretty like, I haven't seen many people do that level of that. It's also very Doom-like. So if you like the Doom, like constant killing and moving and like flowing through combat, that's your game. Roger says, I have never dabbled with alcohol. Those who drink tend to age worse than those who do not. I agree. I mostly just don't like it because I don't know. I don't see the point. Like again, I've talked to guys about this in the past, but like the idea of was it? Oh, you guys are bloodthirsty. Oh, what happened? Oh, you didn't. You weren't there. On the topic of alcohol, what do you call? People used to always tell me that like it was like a social lubricant, or it was just something you do in company. And then I was like, okay, well then I'll just drink what I like or what tastes good without having any sort of negative thing. But then people always say, well, it's a social thing. It can give you some confidence, can do all that. And then I've always thought like, but that's like a false negative. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna need this thing to give you the utility of communication and social skills. So to me, I was always like, I don't want to really have that such an important thing tied to a substance, you know? Although I do think like there's the other side of the spectrum where people are just like, I just like the taste of alcohol, or I have a good memory associated with the first time I did it, and therefore it builds off that, which also makes sense. But as far as like a useful thing, like I love coffee, but I'll be honest, I don't really like the taste of coffee that much. I can make it bearable, but I mostly do it because I like to be efficient, and I find I can focus for longer periods of time, even though my brain constantly tries to jump around when I have coffee. Nub says, and if you cause that much damage, you also cause long-term brain damage as well. So you're right. I was right for once. This barely ever happens. But as long as you wake up, yeah, a few seconds, you should be good. Yeah, so that's why people mostly like smack them awake. But you're also, I think, supposed to put people on their side. Yeah, so they don't like swallow their tongue and shit. A few minutes, most of them. We're good to go. Yes, I think we're doing this again. I don't think it's been enough time, but I'll check. It has not. Yep, I thought I seen someone teleport away. That's why I was like, oh. Oh, I hate when it marks the person. Like it just clicks like it's pointless. The thing. But as long as you wake up after every minute, Tarkov has the feeling of that most part. Oh yeah, like the skill ceiling. Interesting. Or you mean like getting shot in the back of the head and being like, well, fucking what could I do? What can I do? Malik says humans are so fragile. I mean, us humans are fragile. All right, Malik. What? What? Maxie says, oh, I hear you. I wasn't saying that it... Oh, no, I wasn't perceiving it. Maxie, just on behalf of me, I am never, ever trying to cause harm or to offend. So if it happens, it was not my intention. I apologize for causing negative emotions in the world. But as far as my intention, I would never be the case. So yes, I think you're all lovely. I think anyone who gives me the time of day and communicates with me is already a step above what I deserve. So thank you kindly. I wasn't saying it's bad. That's also why I love those games. Also, I'm lucky enough to be born with no anger or frustration in me. Never knew why. Interesting. Okay, that's a lovely thing. So you just flow like water, eh? That's amazing. What is your profession? I'm curious because I feel like you should use that. You should get into some sort of like high pressure situation and just fucking profit. Also, what were you guys saying? Teapot open grin. May I? Oh yeah, I'll jump into your teapot real quick. It sounded like a weird thing. It was not. Friend. This and request for teapot. I'm gonna pull up those rocks, and then I'm going to. I think I may have to kill some bosses. Just me, myself, and I real quick. Carly says, I want a Monster Hunter version of Dark Souls / Soulsborne. Isn't that what it already kind of is? Like, if you play Bloodborne, you're killing most of the time, like, huge fucking dino-like entities. Yeah. But I suppose, yeah, maybe not quite the game. Oh, maybe you want, like, a level-up system like Dark, or like the other game, you mean. That could make sense. That makes sense. Maxi says, also, Hunt is an FPS with high skill cap, with bosses and stuff that is highly rewarding if you play really good. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's just because I kept seeing gameplay of the Hunt game where everyone was bad at it, really. Everyone I watched died real fast, and it was like, I'd never seen someone get a W, you know? But also, I feel like there's two ways to play a game. There's like the game that requires you to play, like, it's kind of like Dark Souls, where like everyone could just get a shield, turtle up, like you get beaten, and then like attack once, and then go again. But if you're the kind of person who plays like those kinds of games, with like no shield and just dodging and perfect eye framing and stuff, that's where like, oh, that looks fun. You know, that looks like you've earned it, rather than just being like, hide behind a shield, beat an enemy. I did it. I'm part of the club that people beat this game. And I'm like, okay, weird club, but sure. But sure. No Dark Souls FPS you were talking. Oh, I see, gotcha. You were talking about the getting sniped in the back of the head. Gotcha. Nanny says, Lone Syndicate, I mean for Blueprint channels. Okay. Lone Syndicate says, I thought we went tubby resin. Oh, I thought he wanted. I want tubby resin. Yeah, that's what we want. I want. Oh wait, no, I did good. Yes, I already bought it this morning just in case. I think. Where is it? Tubby resin is. I got a lot of things. Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, let's spend it just so I don't forget to do that. All right, cool. No, I already bought all my things. We're good to go. I just need to go fight some bosses to do some more of my bounties. I don't think I did enough boss killing. Oh, actually, no, we may have just done it. Yeah, shit. Maybe not all of it, but a good bit made a dent. I think it's 5. Let's just buy 5. Well, I have no more money. Oh, let's do this. Back to the vet. I gotta use the washroom real bad, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll have to leave you for a hot minute. Fluff says, Soul Sacrifice Delta might be the closest you could ever get to a Souls-like Monster Hunter game. Maxie says, I'm a martial arts teacher, haha. It makes a lot of sense. It makes complete sense. You out here just dodging perfectly centered all the time. That's awesome. Ling says, Grin is such a. I'm nothing. But thank you, Ling. Appreciate it. Roger says, it could be the one. It could be that one is of calm mind majority of the time, but I would say that not a single soul shall make it through in its entire life without feeling angry at some point. Yeah, I feel like also people may not. I feel like people handle things differently, and I know that's obvious, but what I'm saying is I feel like people perceive high intensity of emotions very, like some people could feel like anger in a way that is like I'm gonna punch a wall, and then another person could feel anger in like a completely different way. Like to me, when I am frustrated, I'm not sure if I ever get really like angry besides when I play a video game. Like when I get, it's honestly, it's just frustration. Like for me, anger is birthed completely from frustration. When like something is just keeps screwing up, or like I have no control over a situation, then I just start feeling like I'm annoyed that I don't have control. So then in the effort to like try to get more control, I expend energy, and it looks like anger a lot of times. But might be getting too meta. But anyways, I could see someone who experiences emotion in the other way. So someone who when they get angry, maybe they get like super focused instead of feeling like this burning kind of rage or anger. Yeah, for me, honestly, this could just be. I think it's like if I go back and I try to how do I say it? Like therapist myself, and I try to understand why this is the case. But when I experience like a full an abundance of an emotion like anger, it usually builds to resentment. It usually builds that way. The reason why though is oftentimes because I don't like go up to someone and be like, hey, this is what it is. But it's also, I think it's just because that's just my family. I tend to not do that with my family, but everyone else in the world, like friends or people who are in my space, I tend to do that. But yeah, I don't know. I find like, what do you call it? Like, I'm the kind of person that I think if I was given the choice to like lash out at someone and like scream in their face, I've done it once in my entire life. Or if I were to, the other option that I choose when I'm in an angry situation is I just choose to kind of self implode. Like I honestly they sound a little wimpy to some of you guys. But when I get overly mad, I tear up. Like I get frustrated and I cry a little bit. And it's not that I'm like whine, like, ugh. It's more of like just like I'm sitting there fucking mad and like it just happens. But then I think it's because like I don't want to cause harm, so I end up just instead of like punching a wall, I just internally start to like break, which is not a good I think a method. But also I think because that's the reaction I tend to face, I tend to like be how do I say it, like give people the benefit of the doubt until you can't until you walk away, until like there's a genuine problem, and then you course correct, you know what I mean? But ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. I gotta use the washroom really badly actually. I'm back. Ooh. Malik says Cobra Kai is what the new Star Wars should have been. Interesting. I heard great things about Cobra Kai. Ooh. Man, Star Wars was one of those things where I was super into it. Like, I enjoyed, like, oh, okay, it's more of the same, but sure. But then I think they did Finn dirty, honestly. I was like, oh, the sequel looks really cool, or like the reboot or whatever it was. The first one I was like, okay, kind of making some sense. But then, like the first thing, it just seemed like it got completely pivoted, and I was like, all right, now like, what? What's happening? Basically, they're introducing a lot of characters. It all seems kind of pointless. Like it's not contributing to an overall arc. Yeah. What do I want to? Oh, I want to go here and see if we got the boss kills for the week. I got to cook dishes, and I got to kill 2 more bosses. It's busy. Oh, I should not have picked this team. It should work, actually. It should be fine. It's not great, but it should work a little bit. Fluff says, or not Fluff, Nub says, genuinely surprised someone other than me knows about soul sacrifice, but not a surprise it's Fluff. Yeah, yeah. Y'all like your obscure but charming games. This, do one of these, do this. Fuck it, quickly do this. Come on, hit. Boom! Oh, I did not do. I guess I was not in the zone. Well, it's fine. We're gonna kill it. Maybe. Maybe. Oh no, we did. Boom. Let's go do the fire one, which should actually be significantly better. Oh, fucking Roger throws me off every single time she changes her baseline emote. It's like, what is happening? There's always a beautiful pink flower there, though. So. I've been angry in my life, of course, when I was younger, around 6 to 7 or 9, 7 years. When I feel angry, it turns into either sadness or reflection on what happened. Interesting. Yeah, like to me, I'm not sure if it's reflection so much as it's sadness. To me, it's more like sadness. Because I think something happened along like in my childhood where I just do not like to do harm. Like I feel like, yeah, like if it's you or me, I would choose me because I don't want to fucking. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if it's like, it probably comes from a selfish place. It's not a good place. It probably comes from a place of like, I don't want to feel responsible maybe, or like I can always improve upon myself, but any damage I do to you could be irreparable, you know? Which is not a great, again, it's not a good thing. It's not a good trait, I think. Nanny says, Alone Seeker says, Malik, I don't think that's a good idea. Malik says, I hold every negative emotion in forever. Malik, that's not a good thing. That's how you become a murderer. That's how you just fucking hurt somebody. First yourself, probably. Nanny says, I'm just numb emotionally most of the time. Interesting, Nana. I used to be that way when I was a kid quite a bit. Quite numb in general. But then I start getting older and I just get more and more like, oh, wow. I just am a baby now, you know, like yeah, I've talked about it just right now, and then also the surplus of emotions in terms of what was it? I don't remember what it was, but yeah, it's just a whole bunch of shit. Never mind. Roger says I would have to concur. With that opinion, it is true. Anger takes its toll and morphs, be it positive or negative. Yeah, I think anger is one of those things that just, it's interesting how it jumps to people. Because I feel like it's like some people, man, like my brother handles anger pretty bad. Like his main thing, I think his anger translates into domination, I think. Or like it's about like pushing the person over in submission. You know what I mean? Like yelling louder. Posturing more, getting in someone's fucking face, like that kind of thing. Which to me, I feel like it's a bad thing because sooner or later you're gonna meet someone who's bigger than you and just gonna beat the shit out of you. My way though is for the many times through my life I've been like, I kind of let someone walk over me a little bit, like, or I give someone so much of the benefit of the doubt where. But also I don't know, like to me I only ever give benefit of the doubt when it doesn't hurt me, you know what I mean? Like, so say if someone is like, how do I put it? If someone is positioning themselves in like a way where they're like, oh, I think that looks really nice on you or something like that. I'll be like, thanks. You know, people could be like, oh, they're being condescending, or actually they didn't like it, or Rebecca told me that she thinks it looks like shit, or some weird fucking inconverted thing. I would just be like, okay, well, I'm gonna take the potential possibility that she slightly meant it, or if she didn't mean it, then I'm just going to walk away. I'm just gonna pretend like whatever, some person doesn't like it, move on, you know. So I try to stack the deck in my favor if that makes any sense. We need to make some food. 20 dishes, right? Yeah, forage, but I can do that. Well, maybe the forage one. No, foraging is different. It sometimes asks you to get minerals, and I don't want to do that part. But boom, 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 boom. I'm a little bit sad. It's gonna take a long ass time to get the new Inazuma pot, Serenity pot. Love says, agree 100%. Finn was the most wasted potential I've seen in a recent film. Yeah, okay. I was about to say, because Finn to me seemed like a badass in the first thing, and then they were kind of like, what if it was all about Kylo and the woman? And I'm like, I for what it's worth, I thought there was moments where she was awesome, but then it kind of got weird. Yeah, it got kind of weird. Also, I don't know, man. Again, I think the one thing that would get me back into Star Wars at this point is like any sort of, I wanted them to do it like the Mandalorian, or it's like a story or sorry, when it's like a series that has like a lot of like room to grow over the years. But I want to hear about the Grey Jedi. That's like been the only cool GOAT level thing that is in the Star Wars world that to me I care about. Like the idea of like, what is the Force on the bad end? What is the Force on the good end? I want to see what someone who says fuck it, I want both, kind of thing, you know? Kind of like Starkiller, which I think was like the kind of like the baseline idea of the game, which was a great game but short as hell. But yeah. Roger says, in my personal case, I deal with feelings of anger by cutting the source of said anger off completely and never looking back. But don't you ever feel like you sometimes like you could have, like for me, if I did that in certain situations, I wouldn't have some of the better friends that I have, you know, or some of the better like communication with family members, because I empathized with them, I understood them, they understood me, and then we moved forward and grew. Whereas if like someone makes you mad and you're like, now get out of my life forever, it's like, but wait, what if that person did in retrospect a lot to like be there for you, help you, etc., you know? Although I don't know, I think people handle it differently. I'm not trying to come for anybody in the way that they handle anger or frustration or anything like that. I don't think anyone's perfect, and sure as shit, if you think you are, you'll have a moment where you're not, you know? Flo said, I never had a PSP or a Vita, so I wouldn't know if games of the games otherwise. Okay, but yeah. Oh no, so I never had it, but yeah, I'd be a closest to a Soulsborne sort of idea for Monster Hunter genre title. Okay. Malik says, seriously, when I get mad, I try to talk to myself in my head. It turns into a war in my head, but that's how it get over bad moment. Interesting. Yeah, I definitely have my mom's temperament. I think I have my dad's mind, but I have my mom's temperament, which is basically to say, which honestly, I'm not gonna say it, but in my experience, this has been a temperament that is found in many females that I've known throughout my life. So I possess this as well, but it's the temperament of like I find it hard to let things go. So like I'll have a frustration with someone, I'll have an argument, I'll have like a slight that was aimed against me or something like that, and I'll think about it. It'll be over, and I'll be thinking about it again and again. And I'm like, stop it. It's not helping you. It's only making you more mad. Stop it. And then I'll just keep doing it. And like, it's such a reflex to where like I genuinely don't know if it's possible to like rework that in your brain, or in not just kind of find ways to settle the storm, or just accept it. Just accept it. This is just gonna happen. I'm just gonna. It's not that person's fault. I'm still gonna try to empathize with them, but sure as shit, I can't stop this like mental thing, like nature, this proclivity, I guess. And it says the reason for it is kind of dark. Not sure I should say. If you don't feel comfortable saying, that's 100% okay, Nanny. But yeah. Ultimately, I think it's a thing that one should aim to manage. Maybe not control, but like try to, like, again, therapy would be a great start, or anything like that, or even just going through some mental programs to help you kind of understand how you, because a lot of times it happens from like a place of, yeah, like you said, something dark, to where like you bottle up and you kind of shut down. Whereas in order to have, in my opinion, in order to experience maybe some of the good emotions, you also need to open up, which again would be the thing. But again, it's entirely just hanging out with the boys, talking about emotions. I could be the friend that knows nothing. That's totally okay too. Lucy Kid says, I'm starting doing some drawing now, about to start coloring it, hopefully. Nice. So hopefully you upload it to the thing so we can see it, Lone Syndicate, because I always like seeing you guys, what you guys got up, or what you guys are getting up to. Also, you guys are, again, I love just the idea that everyone's progressing, everyone's making effort, and they're doing good, damn good effort at that, with their various desired things that they are interested in, etc. Ryder says, I would have to say my greatest pet peeve are those that go out of their way to be nasty for no apparent reason, other than to assert dominance and make miserable around. I agree, Roger. I am so much more, or at least I try to be. I could be wrong about myself in many ways, so I'm not. This is my idea of myself. I could be desperately wrong. My idea is like I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I try to be optimistic, and I try to aim for happiness. If you start jeopardizing my general happiness, I start to move away from you heavily, you know? Doesn't mean I can't be cordial. Doesn't mean I can't be like there when I'm there. You know, if I'm at a party and I'm seeing you, I'm gonna still try to talk you up and make you feel important and interesting. You know. Also, I gotta click off because I gotta click back in the chat. Moxie says, well, Knights of the Old Republic is the game when the story you seek. Oh, really? Oh, I had no idea. Really? Holy shit. Roger says, oh, you mean like in terms of like the good and the bad and how to hold both? Yeah, I can see that. Roger says, it is for me a case of one can earn my respect, but once they betray it, that is it. I do not trust nor forgive easily, but I do all the things I can to avoid confrontation. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, because for me, in the terms of that, I've always kind of had a pet peeve with that idea. I've heard that like said by a lot of people my entire life, and I've never really agreed with it. But it's the idea of like, you need to earn my respect. And it's like, who the fuck are you? Like, what? I'm sorry, everyone deserves, maybe it's because I'm Canadian, but like everyone deserves baseline respect. Like a high amount of respect, a high amount of courtesy, manners, etc. Benefit of the doubt, etc. And then over time, by looking at a person's actions, that's what diminishes respect. But the idea that people have to earn your respect, to me, is egotistical a little bit. And yeah, because it gives you nothing. Because like the last person I want to respect is the person who doesn't respect me. You know. So that's always been one of those things where I'm sure that's not what you mean, by the way, Roger. But that's one of the things that always has been like, I don't know if this. Yeah, I'm not sure if this makes sense or adds up in the way that people think it might. Left says, assuming they don't ruin a remote of KOTOR, who am I kidding? They're going to butcher it. Oh, you mean is that like a Mandalorian thing? Then he says, I'm fine saying it, but I'm not sure if I want to post something depressing in chat. Again, Nanny, whatever you want. Whatever you want. If you don't want to do it, totally understand. If you feel like you can, then sure. I will say we will be winding down real quick here. So I do need to go cut my hair and whatnot. It's not that I don't want to hear about it. It's just that, again, I'll have to leave real quick. But if you do post it, then I probably will, yeah. Irons. Fluff says, otherwise, I fear the age of KOTOR. Sorry, KOTOR, yeah. Knights of the Old Republic. Sorry, it took a while to click, but I got there. KOTOR games will fall out of Grin's scope of interest. Yeah, also, apparently they're remastering one of them. I don't know if that's KOTOR, the original. I think so. Listening, it says, the way I deal with anger is to normally talk to someone someone about my problems that causes the anger, and if it involves a person, which is rare, but it happens, I just do something to take my mind off it. Interesting. That sounds cordial as hell. That sounds like a very measured response. But no, I feel that way too. There's been various, like a couple things I've learned or like I've tried to implement into my life. And if I ever had a kid or if I ever had anyone who like asked, I would tell them that like there's a few things that I think will just instantly benefit you in life constantly. One of the things is whenever someone's talking to you, pretend whatever they're talking about is interesting. Because if you've ever been on the receiving end of talking to someone and they just deflate and they're just like, yeah, okay, neat. It's just the worst. If like you just associate that person with like fucking asshole, at least to me. So even if you can just feign ignorance and just be like, okay, oh awesome, and you ask good questions about like what the thing is, you allow them to talk more. That will instantly repay you in spades in terms of like people wanting to be around you. And then the other thing is, this is just another weird kind of tidbit, but if anyone ever seems frustrated or angry, try to allow them to talk about it around you, and be cordial and like tactful in a way, because I feel like everybody, I don't know, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people, including myself, really benefit from, if they're frustrated, angry, sad, just communicating why they're the way they are, especially anger, to like justify why that person shouldn't have done that and just getting it out of their fucking system. Otherwise, they will just keep propagating it over and over and over again, you know? So those are the two things I think could make a huge difference. When you notice someone's mad, position yourself just to absorb someone's emotions, essentially, feelings on a situation, you know? Malik says, no, you right. The 3 new Star Wars sucked. That's why I said if they made their story more like Cobra Kai story, they were a gray area. I liked it. Show. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a good point. I heard baseline things about Cobra Kai, and it seemed like it was that weird, like there's a mixture in between the aggression and passivity, you know, and peace. Roger says, I would say indeed everyone is to be given base respect, but base line respect does not equate to unconditional respect. Oh yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, it only takes one act of betrayal to utterly scar a significant. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah. But also, we're on the same page, Roger. We're just having like I love this shit. Talking about like the nuances of the world and how one could better drive through life, essentially. But one of the things that I thought about when I read that just now is whenever I hear people say, like, whenever I hear something like, what was it? That only takes one act of betrayal to utterly scar us significantly. I agree with that, but to me, I always try to go when I hear that, my brain immediately jumps to, well, then the answer is not to like never let anybody close to you so that they don't scar you, or to never position. I know that's not what you're saying. I'm just saying this is just something that I've heard a lot, so I'm kind of putting you here. But my whole thing is that, like, so many people ask, like, you shouldn't say this because it's offensive. You shouldn't say that because it's rude. You shouldn't say this because it's cruel. You shouldn't say that. And to me, it's a lot of like, I need the world around me to change so that I can exist. And that can be fair, because there are cruel things that exist. Like if you were assaulted or something, yeah, that's wrong for someone just to kind of do that. But at the same time, there's something about me that's just like, I've been on the internet and around the world. I've not lived a long, crazy life, and I've seen the cruelty that is already there. So to me, I just think in my head when I hear people say stuff like that, of like being offended or something like that. To me, I think I would rather always go internal. Like, I can't change the world around me, but what I can change and manage and grow upon and build from is me. So I can't make it so that person stops saying mean things. But what I can do is make it so that it doesn't affect me anymore. What I can do, if someone that I respect highly says something wrong to me, I can just try to temper myself and build myself in a way that makes it so that I don't get so betrayed, and instead I accept that there's so much frailty to everyone else around me, and no one is perfect, and I am imperfect, and the fact that they made mistakes and that they said stupid things doesn't make it okay, but it lets me forgive them and move on. And that way it's not a scar, but instead just another bump on the road of life, you know? But that's like, again, I think that, like, my brain always shifts to like, that doesn't seem like a good bet. I would always rather make a good bet, or like expecting the world to change around you, I think is impossible, you know? Like, the only way your environment, I think, to some extent can change is if you yourself are the expectation, or the thing that does shift and change. People may see that and maybe change around you. It's also why it's so important, I think, to be authentic to whoever you decide to be. But yeah. Anyways, I love these conversations. I'm also 25. I'm not 70. And there's a lot of old people who are crazy. So this is my understanding of the world, which could be very different from yours, and that's okay. I'm not saying I'm right, by the way, so that's what I'm trying to say by that. Fluff says one such writer that they're hired had gone on record for saying they hated KOTOR and are now proud to be working on the remake, so that doesn't leave me feeling optimistic. I was about to say yikes. Eesh. Roger says you have to know who you are to trust in a tight spot, who shall have your back and who shall sell you out to benefit themselves. Yeah, I disagree. You should take care into who you surround yourself with. But again, my mind immediately goes to, well, then I get it's a question of like, this is where I could eat, like, my idea could cannibalize itself, but it's the idea of like, well, then I probably should make it so that whenever I do trust somebody, I don't have anything to lose. Like, it's not like by giving them this trust, they can completely rip out the rug from under me and shatter me. I have the expectation that things could go wrong, that things could go bad, and I'm prepared for that. And people are human beings, and they're horrible and flawed. I am as well, and move forward with that. Again, that does not mean that it is okay for others to enact suffering onto you, but at least you can understand that no one's perfect, and you can at least try to move towards forgiveness, although I do understand that things are harder to forgive than other things, but yeah. Can you zoom in on the Bido, please? Weird request, but alright. All I got is that. Can I zoom in more? I don't think so. Can't look, yeah, I don't think I can. That's all you get, I think. Zoom in. There we go. We can zoom in. There we go. Nope. Up. Zoom. Jesus Christ. Left. No, back. There we go. There we go. A little weird. Sure. Alright. We request. He said, my dad was an alcoholic from age 7 until 12-ish. I was told I was useless every day. Yeah, he would yell at me, and I would finish. I couldn't finish his food. He would make large portions, then force me to eat. Yikes. Don't get. Most nights I would have to puke, which got him even angrier. He never physically abused me, but destroyed me. Probably like the, yeah, no, I see what you're saying. And at some point, I became numb. Now I just fake how I feel in most cases. Also, I never feel I'm good enough. I never succeed in life, and has caused me to be very reserved, as I'm afraid of failure. As I feel I would mean I am useless, just like he told me. Well, I think you're a mile ahead of what you've just described yourself as, Nanny, to be able to break yourself down in a way that makes you understand where your pain may come from, and to understand what you probably should do next, which is to first probably talk to a person that is trained to help piece together people's emotional states. That's not a weak thing at all. In fact, I think it's arguably a weaker thing to not try to make the one life that you have a little bit better. But I think, again, your idea of yourself would, at the very least, never be something that I would think of you. I don't know if that's too comforting, but that's just all I can give right now. But that's from the person that I know that hangs out with me every day and plays games with me every weekend. I could not possibly believe of an opposite person that you are to the one that you just described potentially frighteningly being. You are so much the opposite of all that. I'm not sure how much that means, because I know things run deep, but all I can tell you that won't ever change unless you do some crazy shit. You'll have to chew through a lot of good that you've done for me and everyone around us. Maxie says, this is a very good way to live. Indeed, you can't change anything else but yourself. Focus on others is kind of a waste of your own resources. That's why I try to teach myself. No, that's I think that's a good thing. Although I do think it is also fair. You know what I mean? Like as much as I do think like the self-empowerment of I can only control myself. The world is the world. I'm gonna do the best that I can. I also think it's not like on the flip side of that. The world also determines who you are to some extent. Like again, you're like in Nanny's example, like there's your parents and whatnot do not define you, but they certainly play a part. That doesn't mean they have to always play a part, but that means that there's a place where that comes from. It's like the same thing as I believe that morality is governed by your surroundings. So like if a kid's in a third world country starving and he holds you up at gunpoint just to get a meal. Is the kid evil or bad? Theoretically, he's willing to maybe shoot you and harm you in order to he wants to take your money, whatever it could be. But if he was in a situation where he otherwise could get other relief, other funds, but if he's in a like a third world country where there's no food, he's starving to death, it's either this or something else of equally worse suffering, like trafficking or something horrible, then that's subjective, right? So I think the world, given where you're, like the world does play a part, you know what I mean? I just think it's better. It's a better bet. Again, it's a better bet. It's not the world. It's not that the world can't like have an effect on you, but it's just a bad bet to bet on the world being the only thing that can affect you because you can't do anything. It's like the argument of free will versus having free will and not having free will. I've heard the argument. It's not a bad argument that we don't have free will, but I just think it's a shitty way to live. To live like nothing is in my control. It's all preordained and we're fucked. I think that's a bad way to exist. And in one route, I know there could be a possible better outcome than the function of just sitting and being like, well, guess I'll die or guess I'll just suffer forever, you know? But also, one of the things I heard recently that I thought was beautiful, and this is kind of a nod at Nanny to some extent, but only those who've experienced, it's like a classic philosopher thing, but only those who have experienced deep suffering can experience equal to that suffering of pleasure and joy and happiness. So if you've experienced the true monstrous, horrible things of the world, like if you talk to a person who is in the concentration camps and etc., they are people who like are ridiculously happy because of course they came from fucking the worst shit ever. So you had the worst parents that treated you like shit. I'm sure that meals, people could not understand the joy of being able to not continue eating or to do anything without feeling a certain way or how good a compliment can feel, etc. Yeah. Maxi says also, anyways, expect from things to go wrong if you have plans, something in your life, because the world does not circle around your being. Yeah. However, do not dwell on it. Yeah, exactly. So you got ahead of me, Maxi, immediately. Yeah. Roger says, I would say my close friends are those that befriended me without my prior knowledge of my. Yeah. That's a great example. Yeah. But also, to me, I think that's an interesting thing because I feel like I've heard that before, not through wealth, but through looks. So I just try to be. This is probably a bad thing, but I on a base level think I have like. My brain doesn't go to like, ooh, that's a girl, I have a chance with her, etc. It just goes to, there's a human being I want to try to make smile and laugh, and then I do that, I do my best to do that. So I had a couple friends, good bit of friends, which were ladies, which were beautiful, just gorgeous. And what do you call it? It was one of those things where I felt like they thought people only liked them because of XYZ, and I thought always that was a tiny bit unfair. I understand it, but I think it's a little bit unfair because like I'd be 100% willing, or like, what do you call it? Like, again, I would take the deal to be just a friend because a lot of these people were really kind and good people, but they also just happened to be really beautiful. I would have taken the chance to be like, I will never date you. I will never, if I could wear glasses that made you fucking look like you had buck teeth and just crazy fucking whatever you could associate with being unattractive. I got buck teeth, but all that stuff, I would take it, but because like but also that doesn't exist. Like it's like I didn't know you before I seen you, you know, but I didn't come up to you because you were pretty. I came up to you because we happened to be in the same environment or assigned to a project, and we just happened to be, you know. So in terms of the whole rich thing, if my friend ever was like, well, you only like me because of my money, I'd be like, give me an example where I leverage your wealth ever, you know? So if someone doesn't ever do that, leverage what your idea of why they're in your circle, then I think it's good to give them the benefit of the doubt until they start trying to leverage your like beauty or your whatever, your status, your situation, your whatever, because that's just people being manipulative, honestly. But again, this is what I mean by like giving people respect on a base and then letting them do with it, or letting them fuck it up, essentially, which I think you agree with as well. Fluff says, I'm generally a glass half full sort, so I'll reserve my optimism on it being a good remake, but also wary and ready for what will likely turn out to be a controversial / disappointing result. Yeah, I've heard a lot of things. People are a little bit worried about that. Yeah. Lone Syndicate says, living my life, I've learned that no matter how bad things get, no matter how much darkness consumes me, I just need to get through and smile after, keep moving and thinking optimistically. Yeah, Lone Cynic. Again, I told you this I think one time. I told all you guys this maybe. Maybe not all of you. But one of my favorite things ever. It comes from a book called 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem. But it's a thing where it's basically it's this like it's the saying. It's kind of like a little edgy, but is what it is. But it's the saying, nobody is coming to save you. I fucking love that, because to me maybe it's just plays to a kind of person, but to me I'm like, yeah, and like it immediately incites me to think, fuck, I gotta start swimming. I gotta start like thrashing if you're drowning, whatever it is, you know. And of course you want to be efficient in your survival, but still. But yeah, and it also reminds me of another thing. It's like my favorite anime ever. It's not ever, but it's one of my favorite ones. It's called Welcome to Demon School Irmika. But the dude is just like the most optimistic main character that's ever existed, I think, in any show. He's wonderful. But anyways, he has this line where this person is trying to make him fall into despair. But he has this line where he basically says, like, if I fall into despair, nothing good will come of it. So, alas, I just have to keep moving forward. That's it. Like, there's no other option, because if I give into despair, then all that will be left is just despair, and that will make me even more despair. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's an equation that is just not making sense, you know? Raja says, I would have to agree. We are not who we are in isolation. Every experience, every person we meet, good or bad, all affect who we are today. To an extent, yeah. Because I don't know. To me, I also think, like, it doesn't take a lot. You know, you'd be surprised about, like, yes, like sometimes all it takes is just some sort of thing that happened when you were younger that just tips something in the right direction, where years later you chose to do XYZ, you know? Or all it takes is one book that some dude left on your whatever, like your person said read, and then you're like, boom, you start reading, and yeah, you know, then that actually affects you in a good way. Lone Syndicate says, also, Grin, thanks for honoring my request. It's all good, buddy. Creeping for sure. I'm sure she completed her before Ball existed because of electro things. Lone Syndicate says, also, all right, back to I agree. Lone Syndicate says, Raja, do you write poetry? Because that is deep. Ashley also popping in. He said, Also, Roger says, I used to write poetry as a hobby. It was a way of dealing with pent-up frustration, and do not write much nowadays, but I will jot down lines or two when I have time. Nice. You should put that all in a book and sell that shit. Make some money. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you've been nothing shy of absolutely excellent. This we just played some video. We got Goofy. We wore some crazy Halloween masks. We played some video games. We then, what the fuck happened? Then we got real weird, like, live shit at the beginning, or end, at the end. But ladies and gentlemen, I love you. I appreciate you for putting up with me. This has been a stream that has taken place, and yes. Also, Maxie says, yeah, the line about not giving into despair is like when you say that you fail every opportunity that you don't take, or you miss every shot that you don't take. In Hunt, we say that a lot. Yeah, that's true. What do you call? What was the one thing that makes me think of? Shit, I just thought of it and I was reading and I lost it. Maybe I'll read it when I think. I do like despair. You fail every time. Oh, yeah, that's the one thing where, like, to me, like, everyone I think has like one fear, I think, or like many fears, frankly, but like one that kind of like eclipses everything. And the one to me that, like, I think if I put myself in like the real bad situation, and again, this is entirely dictated by my life experience. It's not like there's not a worse possible thing for sure, but this for me, with my very soft and wonderful life and very kind parents and yeah, all that. One of the things that really, like, to me nails it is in terms of like the thing that, like, is if I died, what would be the one thing that would be like the worst? And to me, it's not telling the people around you how you feel. It's mostly how you feel positively, but also the ones that you let walk all over you, or you let say something mean and just keep being mean, or whatever. But mostly it's like not telling the people around you for who are here, who you do see all the effort that they put in, who you do see all of these wonderful things. Not saying to them that how much you thought they were wonderful. Instead, you would be dead. And if there is some sort of weird thing, I'm not sure what you guys believe in, but if there was some sort of sick, twisted like show of you watching these people cry all around you, not knowing how much you've seen, how much effort they had. Like if you think of like the whole God mind, or like the ghost mind, like you actually having to see all these people who had so much shit that they didn't tell you, all that stuff. Anyways, we're getting off topic, but yes. Young says, go back to Let It Die. I've been beaten all week, sad face. What do you mean? We made so much content, Young, of Let It Die. I don't know what else I could do. I did the best. Literally, there's videos of bosses and everything. It's up to you now, Young. Carry the gauntlet. I believe in you. Thank you all so much for your time and putting up with me. Hopefully, you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. And goodbye. Also, our ending screen is old and I want to update it, but I have not had the time yet. But I love you, wish you the best, and goodbye.